It's arrived, an H1Z1 Pro League.
It feels amazing to be part of the Pro League because only top 75 players make it into this league.
This has been pretty much the dream ever since I started competitive gaming, and now it's actually happening.
This is my hard work paid off.
It was an opportunity that I could not refuse. It was something that I've been working for my whole life.
This was a dream come true.
It's pretty exciting.
I mean, I think playing on Caesars, it's incredible, honestly. The stage, the atmosphere.
It's just a surreal experience.
When you get to the end, you either come out on top or you get sent home.
Welcome back. It is a beautiful night here in Las Vegas, and we're live at Caesars Entertainment Studios, and you're about to witness the first match of the H1Z1 Pro League. Leahy, and it's just about time for round one to begin. But before we get started, let's get you up to speed on the H1Z1 Pro League's breakdown of how tonight's winner will be determined.
H1Z1 leads the Battle Royale competitive experience with Season 1 of the Pro League, live from Las Vegas. 15 teams of 5, yes, 75 players at once will drop into a massive 100 square kilometer map, each with the goal of eliminating all opposing teams and being the last team standing. The players start with nothing but the shirts on their backs, so they must scavenge for weapons, armor, and vehicles as a continuously shrinking toxic green gas encircles the map, forcing the players closer and closer to each other. Let's talk about scoring. The way to get points is by eliminating other players. Each player eliminated is worth a single point, with one awesome exception. Any player that scores a melee elimination, that is by fist or knife, will earn a whopping 10 points for the team. It's a big risk for a big reward. Of course, we'd be remiss not to give a nod to the survivalists out there. At the end of each round, teams will receive these multipliers based on how many teams they outlast. And remember, even a single surviving player can earn the bonus for his team. The points will add up round after round to determine the standings, with each team's score carrying over from the previous week. Each season is broken into 2 10-week splits. Over the course of the season, teams will fight to qualify for the championship, where one team will earn the right to call themselves the first ever H1Z1 Pro League champions.
We know how it goes, and we're going to send it over to the casters at the center of the action who will be guiding you through tonight's games. Jason and Fiorme, hey over there.
How's it going? Thanks, Christine. That's right. My name is Jason Burns, a.k.a. Supersonic, joined by Brian, a.k.a. The Real Fiorme. And we're going to be bringing you guys all the action here tonight.
I'm so excited to be here. What an amazing few days it has been watching this get built, ready to go. It has been crazy, and I cannot wait to watch these players play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been insane watching them put it together. I've been here coming in since it was an empty building. Been nuts to watch it. And I think we got some people that have helped us out with this.
Yeah. Shout out to Republic of Gamers for hooking it up with 75 of the nicest computers I have seen. These computers, first off, they look good. Second off, they work good. These players have, man, huge shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely a big shout out to them. It's going to help these guys get through these matches, win some games, and we also want you guys at home to be able to win yourself. We got a little bit of a Twitter contest going on online. Right there at the bottom of the screen, you can see everything you need to know. We want to know how you guys H1Z1 at home. Send us a tweet at H1Z1 Pro League using the hashtag H1Z1 Pro Contest. So we want to see how you guys H1. We know how we H1. We sit here in the skull. We tell you guys what's going on. That's how we do it. How do you guys do it at home, though? You guys do it feet kicked up, maybe on the computer. You guys got a nice rig, decked it out in the red, white, and black. I want to see it. Send it over to us. Submit them. We'll be picking a winner next week on the show.
On Wednesday, yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So definitely something to do. I mean, how do you H1?
I mean, all right, let's paint
Other
the
than
picture.
here.
Right, let's paint the picture. We've got the big screen TV. We, of course, have the comfy chair, feet up. We've got the can of soda, the bag of chips. You can't beat it.
Sounds pretty good. If anybody's got a better setup than that, send it in. I want to see it. I want to know about it. So we're talking about how we H1Z1. These guys are about to H1Z1. Let's check out some of these players. It looks like we're going to start off, maybe take a little look at Doug is Raw off of Set to Destroy, that Dark Horse team we were talking about. Coming out of Baltimore, Maryland, with a little bit different drop spot than I think most people would pick. Cranberry being his favorite drop spot, AR-15, definitely a favorite of a lot of people.
Yep.
Star Wars, my boy, I love it. we need to have a Star Wars party. Let's just get everybody up, round them up, and go watch a movie.
Yeah, we can have a big like movie night for the Pro League. Star Wars. Absolutely.
Doug's hosting.
Doug's hosting. All right, I like it. I like it.
I think he heard us. I think he's now confused on how he became party host. But yeah, Doug, definitely one of those players that we're gonna want to keep an eye on. Hopping right over to somebody that everyone knows. Anybody that saw Fight for the Crown definitely knows Yogi. Definitely somebody's a bit boisterous. He knocks you out of the match, you're gonna know about it. He's gonna yell it across the stage at you.
Yeah, he's coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. His favorite drop spot, right on top of other teams. That's boisterous right there.
I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? That's saying he wants to come and get it. He wants to land right on you and fight you right off the start. Yogi definitely wants to go in there. So he's going to be somebody to keep an eye on.
Yep, and then, of course, we do have MiG-99 as well.
He showed up at Fight for the Crown, took that down, was on Obey at the time, but...
All right, well,
we're going into the first match in 3, 2, 1. Let's kick this off with a good match.
This is going to be a good one. The teams dropping down all over the arena already. I cannot believe we've gotten this far, and it looks like we're starting right off with TSM.
Yeah, that team that we were talking about who's definitely got expectations set high on them. They're expected to take this down. We'll see if they can live up to the name. That's definitely a championship winning team name there too. Can they keep the hype going for Team Solo Mid?
Yeah, as soon as I saw that organization being announced as one of our charter organizations, I knew they were going to pick up one of the best rosters out there, and they did. Right on board with Guiche, right off the bat, picking up as much as he can. Helmets right off the bat, picking up those combat boots, temporary until you can find the third tier of shoe, the conveys, that give you enhanced movement speed, better dropping from roofs, save you a little bit of health if you got to jump later on in the game.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a decent kit here so far. He's already got himself a backpack. Definitely wants to find a military backpack, get a little bit of extra storage area. But he's already pretty kitted out. He's got his close range weapon. He's got some ARs. There was, I believe at the gas pumps, we saw a gas can there on the ground, which is something that you can pick up and use once you find a vehicle to go ahead and get your fuel back up, make your vehicle last you a little bit longer. So the game's really a war of attrition. This early phase, you want to get in. You want to start getting as much loot as you can. Start kind of hoarding things away into your cars because you're gonna need it big time once we start getting into the mid and late game.
And now, of course, on board with Doug is Raw, our underdog team. Once again, taking a look at them right now, just running through. He's on Pleasant Valley, and you can actually see Set to Destroy has the entire western half of Pleasant Valley to themselves at the moment. They do need to be slightly concerned. There is a little bit of action north with Noble being there, and you'll see that next time the map comes up. But I think for the moment during this looting section, they'll be just fine.
Yeah, they're going to be all right. They're completely free. We do have that map coming up showing that first opening safe zone. This safe zone is a rough one, actually, so pulling all the way off the map. So we're actually going to lose part of the safe zone to begin. So we're starting with an already condensed safe zone. Then you have the giant lake in the middle of it. That lake eliminates a lot of hiding spots. It's basically flat open area. There's nowhere to hide. So you can basically consider that dead space. So that's going to make it really, really rough.
Yeah, and to touch on the fact that it's a lake, not only is it wide open and barely any cover, but it's going to slow your movement speed down, whether it's on foot or in a vehicle like a Jeep. These cars and your feet are not going to be able to move the way you normally do, and movement speed is one of the most important factors. If you can't dodge a bullet, well, you're a pretty easy target.
Yeah, you definitely want to be able to keep movement speed, so most guys are going to want to stay out of the water. They're only going to cross it if they really have to. Other thing down there at the lake, if it does decide to center in onto that lake, is that it's surrounded by a lot of high ground. There's next time the map comes up, if you guys look at home, there's a spot called Green's Overlook, really, really massive mountain there. So teams up top have a ton of cover, and they're also going to have a really great line of sight down to shoot. So maybe that's a good spot here. Center safe zone is usually a good spot to be as the circle starts to move around. If you're closer to the middle, no matter where that circle goes, you don't have to travel quite as far. But looks like we're going to be on board here with Echo Fox. Crank getting a little bit of loot there off the table. Everybody getting kind of pretty situated now. He could use a little bit more ammo at 30-90. You definitely want to have a lot of ammo going in, but everybody's at least got their ARs, their shotguns, they've got their long range, they got their close range.
I do definitely want to point out there was a really big loud air horn and a big noise that probably a lot of people don't know what that means, but that means that our toxic gas is going to be pushing in that green outline on the map, the safe zone that people were talking about. The gas will push up and stop at that green circle line. So all these teams that are not within the circle, they've got to make their way there very quickly.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Also, I mean, these guys are looking pretty in there, and if you guys want to go ahead and get yourself your team, the team that you're supporting skins, you can definitely pick those up yourself. $19.99. Purchase it right on Steam. You'll get that parachute and those jersey/hoodie that they're wearing in game. So great way to go ahead and support your team. Maybe throw it into your how I H1Z1 post. Maybe
have that up on your screen.
Yeah, why not?
You know? Yeah, I like it.
Let's see who you're supporting at the same time. So we're gonna get another quick look at that map, and that green gas is gonna start pouring in here pretty quick. Once it hits that green line, as you were talking about, we're going to see that circle shrink again, and that's going to be the next safe zone. And it's going to continue to do that over and over and over again until there's only one team remaining.
Yeah, but that gas hurts a lot. It does a damage over time, slowly ramping up the smaller our safe zone gets. So in the beginning, yeah, you might see a few teams running through the gas, not really too concerned, but as it gets to the end, well, that gas can completely change the outcome of a fight.
Yeah, it definitely can. And just a little bit of a heads up for everybody at home, so you guys can kind of keep up with the action a little bit easier. As teams start to fight, you're going to see the teams pop up on the left and right side. You can see the health bars of everybody. You'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Anytime they engage, you'll get a versus screen at the bottom. So definitely keep an eye out on the left, right, and bottom side of the screen. It'll help you keep up with all the action.
And of course, that's what we're here for too.
We will attempt to do the best we can, but if for some reason we are falling behind, that is definitely a great source of information for you.
I mean, this game is a powder keg game too. Right now, yeah, the teams are going to be vying for positions. There's going to be a lot of distance. While when that map comes up, it looks like these teams are on top of each other. Remember, this is a 100 square kilometer map. It is a lot of area. There's space between these teams, but as that circle closes in and the teams get forced next to each other, you're going to see an explosion of kills happening.
Yeah, it's just going to build and build until there's basically teams are forced to fight. However, teams do want to get in fights sometimes sooner than later. The scoring system is based off kills. Placement does matter, but it's only a multiplier of your kill points. So if you don't get any kills, winning the game with one kill doesn't net you anything. You could still technically lose the round even though you were the last team up.
Yeah,
so you need to be ready to engage and take some fights. If you see somebody out of position and you have an opportunity, you should be taking fights very quick.
And I think that's something we will see on board with Obey Alliance. They are vying for a position right now. Looking at a camper, looks like that's not going to be their main call. They do believe they still have a little ways to go to get into the safe zone, but they are going to make their way there very soon. We'll see how these teams look. You were talking briefly about Green's Overlook, the mountain. You are going to see 100% teams on every single peak. And I think we'll see that soon.
Yeah, so one of the things you guys can actually see in the UI, we've popped up lifted here. We've got to look at him on screen. In the bottom right corner of that camera, so we see a heart and 81. That's actually heart rate monitors. Every single player in here is hooked up to a heart rate monitor. So these guys start sweating and getting under pressure. We're going to see just how well they handle it.
I think that'll be really interesting to see who can really keep their cool and do a really good job here, or who's going to just freak out a little bit.
Ooh, and this gas is starting to push in. That's probably a little bit of the pressure kicking in. We'll see if this heart rate goes up on any of these guys here pretty soon. I can see a few of them a little high there. Some of these guys
in the gas right now, yeah.
Some of these guys might be on the edge of the gas coming in.
These teams are getting closer and closer to each other. We can see LG using the terrain to their advantage right now, using these hills to get their cars behind them to get them through to the mid-game into the late game.
Man, did you see that heart rate number on Yogi?
I did not.
Yogi up at a little bit of high there, 119, a little bit higher than the nice cool stay lifted. It's sitting at around an 80, 86. So
Lifton's got those glasses on too.
That's what it is. He's keeping cool. That's what it is. It's the glasses. That's what's doing it for him. 100%. I'm a fool for not catching that.
Well, again, LG just holding up inside of this ridge. Now here's where you're going to hear gunshots left and right. What these shots are, multiple different things. While you think they're just kind of trying to shoot at someone, they're realistically telling them, hey, we're here, this is our spot, and you're not going to take it from us.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get in, you want to get set up. Those teams tend to send out scouts too that'll find the spot before the rest of the team comes in. This is a great little spot. You can see a lot of little elevation changes there. You can hide your car. There's a lot of spots for you to kind of flank and dip out of people's line of sight. Really great spot that LG has currently up here in Green's Overlook.
I love this spot, but the question is, are they actually going to hold it? You can see off in the distance, Echo Fox is there on the map. They're still quite a ways away. It looked like there was about 300 meters between them. You got to account for the camera a little bit, but you can also see CLG was there as well. But we're going to hop on board with Epsilon, and again, now they're almost at one of the highest points you can get on Green's Overlook, and this is what I'm talking about.
Epsilon's one of those teams that we've also watched really play this well through the scrims the past couple of days. So Apex Shea there, you can see at 123 on his heart rate, but I mean, these guys have been killing it. They've been playing this new meta really, really well. There's somebody that once the scoring system got announced for this league, they're the ones that have been performing on it really well. I mean, TSM, these other teams have definitely been doing it, but I think that Epsilon's one of those teams that definitely has a really strong chance of playing the meta for this point system extremely well.
Yeah, we've seen that in practice, and we've seen it, you know, them do it in practice. It has been absolutely insane. They've taken a lot. And also another team that we have seen pretty much right in the middle, and I'd love to see more out of, is Tempo Storm. This team is just a great group of guys in general, and I'm hoping they do real well.
Yeah, I mean, they're not quite at the same, like, I mean, 144 there for a second. I believe we're on there with Candy Van. Candy getting a high heart rate for a moment there. But Tempo Storm is definitely one of those teams that I think they're in scrims where we might be basing some of these teams of killing it in scrims. Some of these teams were going into scrims with the intent of trying new things and trying to figure out what's going to work in this new get your eliminations in earlier. You're trying to get high kill counts. How that works out. So Temple Storm definitely one of those teams that I think that we're going to want to keep an eye on and see how they perform now that we're actually in game. There's no more tests. This is the show. You've got to show up.
Well, the gas is going to begin moving once again, and you can see the distance between the green toxic gas and that safe zone line, and set to destroy. Well, they are set to do just that. They are all over this hill, but Rogue has Zeke and Huskers scouting right now. I'm not sure if these two teams are going to see each other.
High ground's going to set to destroy, though, at the moment. It looks like somebody has seen somebody. A throwable did come out there, so I'm not sure which way it was going or who it came from. I'm assuming that came from set to destroy. I don't expect Zeke or Huskers to throw a short Molotov, not that short. So I think set to destroy probably has the better option right here. I mean, really, if Rogue gets into a fight with set to destroy, you can see this open back. There's no cover at the back for Huskers or Zeke, so there's a really strong chance of getting pinched.
And that Molotov, if you guys didn't know, what that does is when it hits the ground, creates fire. Obviously, it's a Molotov. Damage ramps up over time, so the longer you're in it, the more it hurts. And it catches you on fire, does damage anyway. Look, Prodigy Ace is still relatively cool, still calm. I mean, it's 101, but I think he's doing well.
I mean, we should probably talk with the medical staff and find out what like a baseline heart rate is, so we really know when to react. I mean, we've seen something. I don't think we got a baseline, but I'm just gonna base it off of what we've seen and maybe go for that. I think 144 is the highest we've seen. Anybody goes above 144, I'm just gonna assume that they're sweating bullets.
Right. Like maybe we should have someone come up on stage for them.
Yeah, we'll just call medical staff at that point. We'll just call them in immediately. It gets to 150, we're calling somebody in.
Well, we are on board with Balloon. Coming back to the rest of Epsilon, you can see Noble rotating off in the distance. It looks like Epsilon might want to be rotating too, or they're trading gear.
All right, yeah, definitely. So they're definitely. But just so everybody knows, we're doing the Saturday kickoff today, but you'll be tuning in every Saturday, or every Wednesday, I'm sorry, at 7 p.m. Pacific for the pre-show. That's when we're going to be kicking this thing off. Round one will start at 7:30 p.m., and then round two will be determined based upon the length of the first match, so it'll give or take a few minutes there. But 7 p.m. Wednesdays, every Wednesday, be here.
Well, our next safe zone is going to be pushing these teams even closer together, but now you can see that while Impact Gaming is stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment, and that rock is C9, the hard place is TSM.
Yeah, that's definitely not where you want to be, but they've got something that is hard cover there. Typically, you're not going to see the players grouped up that hard on top of each other unless they are actually in side of something, but there is an airdrop there. So a little bit of green smoke for everybody at home that doesn't know what that is. You're going to hear the bomb plane coming through right now, and it's going to drop bombs all over the top of that narrowly missing TSM. Impact Gaming also with a bit of cover there, so they're going to survive that. But those airdrops are high risk, high reward situations. They've got your hunting rifle, your sniper rifle. They've also got your Kevlar, so those are 2-hit armors. Now, guys in game can go ahead and they can scrap things and make themselves an armor that will give them 1 extra hit to the body before they'll go down. The 2-hit one is the one you really want. Those are only found in those. But the smoke attracts attention. More players are going to show up. People want that hunting rifle, so they're going to be there, and we can hear that bomb plane coming through again over the top of TSM. And it's loud outside.
Yeah, those bombs are scary. They can do a lot of damage.
Did Jeesh get caught by that?
Did he?
Jeesh may have got caught outside.
Oh no, that is so unfortunate. That's exactly the point I was about to make. You want to find a little bit of cover when those bombs come, because not only do they do damage, they'll shoot cars all over, but it looks like we have a bit of action right in front of us.
Yeah, Rogue actually got the kill. Rogue in the lead right now with 1 point. They actually got the kill onto Jeesh. We missed that one. So Huskers, though, in the back on fire. A couple guys have taken a little bit of damage here on Rogue. TSM looking okay, though. Still 4 up. Shell shock a little low. Dropped, taking a hit, but they've got heals rolling. That gray bar attached to their health bar is basically the health bar moving its way back up. They have put on a medical kit or bandages, so everybody kind of stabilizing now, but Rogue ahead in the fight.
Yeah, the heart rate of Stormin right now was at 156, calming down a little bit at 149, but this moment here, TSM is all stuck inside of a log cabin. Rogue has them completely trapped, but you can see those bullet tracers coming in from the back.
Yeah,
Rogue has another team to worry about.
I mean, 144, he went up over 150. We almost had to call the medical stat.
Yeah.
That one, that gets your heart rate going. And that's the thing that I love about the Battle Royale type of feel. These games are high intensity. You go from moments of like super calm, nothing around, hanging out, having a good chat with your friend, to all of a sudden complete chaos, and you're fighting for your life. And you can see that showing in the heart rate monitor. Now things are kind of stabilizing. He's coming back down. He's calming down a little bit. So definitely kind of a cool little thing here to see how these guys handle the pressure and how quickly they can get back and calm themselves.
And I mean, right now TSM has also picked up a kill onto Huskers. I do believe we're going over to Fox, right? That's what it said.
So
the
it
Fox
looks like
box, gotcha.
Yeah, so Rogue and TSM going to be in the lead in terms of points currently. You can see the points all the way up in that top right corner for everybody at home. You've got their prefix that's in game, so you can see Rogue, RGE, TSM. They're going to be in first and second right now. However, you're both down a player. You've only got 4 guys up. That puts you at a disadvantage. But it looks like we do have a look at that first kill that we see what happened.
Well, it looks like they had them pinned up, but Geesh was off to the side, couldn't make it all the way back in.
Geesh was out in the open, and Storman was able to find him out there, separated from the team. He didn't have the hard cover point, and Storman was able to line up a shot and take him out. So,
well, I mean, it's so cool. We have that box up in the top right that shows us how many kills each of the teams have. Rogue sitting on 1 right now, TSM on 1, as well as they were able to at least trade a kill and keep those points close.
Yeah, they're able to keep them in there. Right now, we can see kind of CLG, Echo Fox here. We got Tempo Storm out off to the side, Vitality kind of out in the wing. This is really where we're hitting that, what we're calling the powder keg, right? It's really building. This is where the action is going to start happening. The gas, this next gas ring closes in. There is not enough room here for these guys to hold off. CLG now opening up shots into LG. Tempo Storm moves, going to find a kill onto Rogue, and JP going to get eliminated by Sign. There was actually a team kill there.
Yeah, and there's teams on both sides of LG. They are completely stuck out. They must have run in front of each other trying to fire. I mean, you heard it sounded like a minigun coming out of CLG, and there was nothing LG was going to be able to do about it.
Yeah, LG, I mean, everybody's starting to get kind of pinched. Yogi going to get eliminated there. Chance going to go down to Teenage. So we're starting to see these kills roll in. It's going to give you all the information you need as people go down. That's your kill feed. That's going to be as they eliminate, you'll see who shot who, and then right beneath that, you'll see who was assisting. So you can see if maybe another team helped kill that guy, or if the team was just working and had really good, well-placed team shots.
So Obey Alliance going to be in first place so far, but Rogue did just even the score. 2 kills for both of them. At the moment, we're looking to see these teams slowly start getting eliminated. Spirits, and now Rogue losing 2, but they did pick up 1 more.
Yeah, Rogue picking up another kill, but they do drop a couple players there, so they are in the lead in terms of points, but they're behind. This is the point where they need to stabilize, kind of wait for these teams to start fighting each other, try and get some quick picks. They don't have the manpower to get in and really run and gun at the moment. They need to sit back, kind of wait for the opportunities to present themselves.
Yeah, losing that many players, if they lose too many more, well, no matter how many kills you have, times 0 is still 0. TSM still stuck inside, and now look at Kolji coming up from the back, and the rest of Alliances as well. Rogue in the front. TSM is not in a good spot. That grenade that is smoking right now, that's a gas grenade. Again, same thing kind of like a Molotov, except it doesn't stick with it. You can run away from it. They healed through it, but they know they have to move, Jason.
Yeah, TSM and Alliance here, they're going to throw down in a second. You definitely want to keep an eye on that kill feed. You're also going to want to keep an eye on the Fox box in the top right. Again, that's going to keep track of all the scores as it live updates. You'll be able to see as the kills happen, it'll start totaling those scores on that right side. And then afterwards, in the post game, we'll add those modifiers, see what the game totals are. Another couple kills coming in, set to destroy. Prodigy Ace is picking up 2 kills, now taking down another player. Chappie gonna go down to Benny Boy. C9 gonna return the favor. Prodigy Aces and Benny gonna get eliminated from the match.
Yeah, so was on there, but we are still here with Alliance, and you can see them jumping up. TSM has to figure out how they're gonna get out. I'm not sure they are still in the next safe zone, so they're going to be able to sit there a little bit longer, but so much is happening.
This is absolutely insane as they're throwing down here. This is one of the most tense situations you can be in. You are as close as you absolutely can be. Cloud9, though, going to be the first one eliminated here. I believe they are out of the match.
Yep, they are completely gone. All 5 members have been wiped, and they will be walking off the stage here pretty bad. And actually, it's Luminosity.
Yeah, now Luminosity eliminated. They're going to have the walk off. And we are seeing Set to Destroy currently in first place. Fox going to get a kill onto Mix. Howie going to go down as well. Look at this circle. It's closing in. The number of people are up. This is going to be a super just explosion of kills here at the end.
Yep, and already those kills are coming down. You can see the top left numbers, the amount of people left in the game, and right now 43. Jason, that was 73 not but 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is what it is. These guys want the kills. The gas is closing in quicker. They have to take these fights. Epsilon, though, that team we were talking about that's been playing this meta really well, still 5 up at 3 kills. They're only 2 points off of first currently. Definitely guys to keep an eye on. I think that they're going to be able to get this. And Vitality going to get eliminated there, and they're going to make the walk off the stage now. Epsilon, though, on point, just waiting for these fights. They've got Obey Alliance and Gangstars on both sides of them. See if maybe they can get some shots off. You can see gas nades coming in. And another thing with the gas nade, though, is they work like smokes in terms of blocking line of sight. So a lot of people will use those nastical shell shock. Bunch of kills coming out.
TSM is getting absolutely devastated as Alliance finally pushes in, gets the final kills, but look at that. Rogue firing through the window, takes down Kolji.
Yeah, so Cole G gonna lose one. TSM though gonna go down there in 11th. A little bit of a rough start for them. Definitely a team that I think will bounce back though. I don't think this is gonna have too much of an effect on them on the overall, but that is a rough start for game one.
Well, we've got 10 weeks, so you know we've got 2 games
We got
today.
a lot of matches.
We got a lot of matches to go, and now Alliance pushing up onto Gabe Ismon, and Gabe will go down, but they still have to be concerned about Rogue here.
Yeah, Alliance making some aggressive plays, making the decisions that they need to make to get in and get the kills, and they are taking over that first place spot. However, they are down to only 2 players left as they take a fight with Rogue. Zeke looking for some shots.
Well, Doug picked up 2 kills there in the back. Did go down, but now here's the moment. And this is what the teams are talking about. Epsilon, they get so many kills at the end, and now up to 7. Great. They're in 3rd. They're going to get C classes as well.
Yeah,
and now
Destroy going to get eliminated there. We're going to lose class there. Epsilon just nailing kills. Echo Fox, 9 kills right now. Alliance at 8, Epsilon at 8. Epsilon, though, has 5 up. Echo Fox, 5 up. Both of these teams in a very strong position. We've only got 15 players in the match, 5 teams. Both of them having 5 means all the other teams are really hurting right now.
There's not many people left. Melander does go down. You can see Riki gets the kill on to MP, trying to fight Mountain here. That Molotov's going to set. Oh, did it set him on fire?
Nope, line of sight from the car is going to go ahead and break that damage. It's not going to pass through. It's not going to hit him, so he's not going to be on fire. He's not going to take any damage there. He's going to narrowly escape that. He's got a nice little spot. A lot of hard cover there. For somebody to get a throwable in there and get him, they're really going to have to line it up in there. Shots coming out as he starts connecting onto CLG.
He is stuck. CLG stuck behind that rock. The gas is going to be pushing in again. There is not many people left here now. Well, CLG is going to have to move. We can see we're half in that gas right now. Yeah, it is terrible. Riki lost his helmet, able to put one back on, lands a shot onto the armor of Pineapples, but he has to run. The gas hurts so bad. He's at 23. 1 hit, and there it is. As FBS will pick up that kill.
Yeah, he's going to go down in 4th for his team. Down to 3 left. 6 players up. 3 teams. Epsilon looking really strong here. I believe Echo Fox is now eliminated. It is a 4 down to 1. Epsilon going to close that one out. Epsilon 20 points after modifier. 28.
I didn't catch how many seconds going to have, but it's not going to be that close.
It's not that close. It's a pretty big gap there. I think it was about 16 points. I think second place may have been about 12 to 15, somewhere in there. So that's definitely going to be a big jump up. We'll be able to see that here momentarily.
Man. That was crazy.
And there it is. Yep. Epsilon taking down first, 28. Alliance second with 13. Echo Fox tying that, so second, tied for second there between Alliance and Echo Fox. Counter Logic Gaming gonna come in with 12, just 1 point off. Rogue taking down 5th, set to destroy Obey Alliance and Temple Storm, rounding off our top 8.
On the bottom half of the leaderboard, and that's interesting. Gangstar's Luminosity both with 0. But Alliance is 13 on here. Vitality, Solo Mid, Cloud9 all with 2, and Impact with 3.
And that is going to round it out for the top 15.
That is,
which is